Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, so today we're diving into a website that calls itself a tale of two worlds. And you know, that's a pretty bold claim. It's a space that seems to exist in the past and the future all at the same time. So what's the story it's trying to tell? Let's find out.
Right off the bat, the portal's name makes this huge statement. El Conocimiento es Vida, which translates to knowledge is life. And that's a simple but really profound idea, right? That the information we gather, the skills we learn, the stories we remember, they don't just help us live. In a way, they are our life.
And that really gets to the heart of what this portal is asking. What kind of knowledge really defines a life? I mean, is it the stuff that helps us build the future? Or is it the knowledge that anchors us to our past? Well, it turns out the answer is a bit of both.
So, at first glance, the site pulls you straight into what feels like the world of tomorrow. The homepage is just a stream of articles all focused on one thing: the future. And specifically, the future driven by some seriously cutting-edge tech.
The focus here is all on practical, forward-looking technology. You've got articles on new AI platforms like Yup and GenSpark, but also these incredibly useful down-to-earth guides, like how to get Microsoft's Copilot to actually run on a Linux system. It's all about empowering people with new tools.
For example, one article introduces something called Anduin OS. Now, this isn't just some tech review. It's presented as a real solution. It's basically a version of Linux specifically built to help longtime Windows users make the jump without feeling totally lost. The whole point is to lower the barrier to entry.
And check this out. The author even anticipates that common fear people have, will I lose all my Microsoft tools? And he offers this direct reassurance. This is key. The site isn't just throwing facts at you. It's acting like an empathetic guide, trying to solve real-world problems people have with technology.
So, you think you've got it figured out. Simple enough. It's a great tech blog for Spanish speakers. Case closed, right? But then, you keep scrolling. And that's when you discover the portal's other half. And it is something completely different.
And this is where that second world just appears out of nowhere. Because mixed right in with the articles on AI and operating systems, you find this whole other stream of content that's not looking forward to the future, but deep into the past.
This quote, from a completely different author on the site, signals a massive shift. I mean, we're no longer in the land of circuits and code. All of a sudden, we're talking about soul, community, and tradition. It's a pretty jarring pivot, but it's fascinating. So here, instead of articles about AI, you find these touching tributes to beloved local teachers. Instead of software guides, you find celebrations of national history, like Venezuelan Independence Day. These articles dig into faith, customs, even philosophy. This isn't just history, it's the living, breathing legacy of a community.
A really core value here seems to be this deep respect for heritage. And you can see that through this recurring theme of honoring maestros, or teachers. One piece remembers a man named José Domingo Rangel, not just as an educator, but as a militant teacher, a phrase that implies this deep sense of activism and commitment. This side of the portal is all about preserving the memory of the people who shaped a community's soul. So, the big question is, how do these two worlds, one all about future tech, the other about deep tradition, even exist on the same page? Is it just a random jumble of posts, or is there something more intentional going on here?
And it turns out the portal's entire identity is this contrast. It's a synthesis created by two main authors. On one side, you have Dumar Ramirez, who is kind of the futurist, focused on the tools we're going to need for tomorrow. And on the other, you have Felipe Guerrero, the historian, focused on the stories that tell us who we are today.
And this structure isn't an accident. It's completely deliberate. The site's own categories prove it. Ramirez publishes under technology and science. Guerrero, on the other hand, writes under family, education, and a category called Alpha, which seems to be about foundational learning. It's this carefully built space where the technical and the traditional are given equal importance.
So this brings us full circle, right back to the portal's name and what seems to be its true, holistic mission.
The site's full title banner actually adds two really important words: a portal in favor of knowledge for life. That tiny little addition, the word for, is everything. This isn't just about collecting random facts. It's about gathering knowledge that supports a complete, well-rounded human life.
The portal is making this subtle but really powerful argument that true knowledge for life isn't one or the other. It's both. It means understanding how to use the latest AI and understanding the traditions that give our lives meaning and context. It's about embracing innovation without ever letting go of your heritage.
In an age where we're all just drowning in information, this small portal offers a really compelling vision for what actually matters. And it leaves us with a pretty big question to ask ourselves. What knowledge, what blend of future tools and past traditions do you consider essential for your life?